Across every continent, history records moments where trust shattered empires, ended wars, and ruined families, often faster than any army could march, and the truth behind these betrayals will shock you deeply. Today you will see how loyalty collapsed in 7 savage moments, how small choices sparked massive disasters, and how secret deals rewritten maps forever. So stay close, because nothing here is simple. These stories involve friends turning enemies, leaders selling their people, and insiders opening gates to destruction. And each betrayal still shapes your world today in quiet but powerful ways. Let me show you exactly how this happened, starting with a betrayal so famous that its shadow still follows every conversation about trust, money, and human weakness across cultures. Long ago, power rested on promises, spoken words, and personal bonds. Because written law was weak, travel was slow, and leaders relied on trust to hold fragile systems together. That made betrayal far more dangerous than open attack, because it came from inside, unseen, and often struck at night when defenses were down and faith felt safest. Our first story begins with a teacher, a small group of followers, and a quiet agreement made in secret, reportedly for silver, fear, and survival, though motives remain debated. According to ancient sources, one trusted follower identified his own leader to enemies, sealing a fate that reshaped religion, art, politics, and morality for billions across centuries. This moment showed how one act, done quickly, could echo for thousands of years, proving betrayal can outlive both the betrayer and the betrayed combined. But if you think that is shocking, wait until you see how betrayal later decided the fate of a rising nation through one desperate general's hidden choice. Centuries later, war divided colonies and empires, and loyalty meant survival, promotion, and honor, while betrayal promised quick reward but lasting shame, depending on who wrote history. One celebrated officer, reportedly frustrated and wounded in pride, secretly planned to hand over a critical fort, according to letters later discovered and widely studied. That fort guarded vital routes, and its loss could have strangled a revolution before it truly began, changing which flags now fly across continents. The plot failed at the last moment, exposing the plan and turning the officer's name into a global synonym for treason, whispered in classrooms and families alike. This betrayal teaches how pride can outweigh principle, and how wounded ego sometimes defeats loyalty faster than gold or threats ever could. Now here's where things get really interesting, because some betrayals were not driven by money or pride, but by fear mixed with ambition. In ancient Rome, power was everything, and alliances shifted like sand, making betrayal almost a survival skill within brutal political games. One powerful leader trusted his closest circle, believing shared victories created unbreakable bonds, yet sources suggest knives waited behind smiles. On a single day, surrounded by supposed allies, he was attacked repeatedly, each strike a message that shared success does not guarantee shared loyalty. This assassination did not save the Republic as intended, but instead plunged Rome into chaos, proving betrayal can destroy even what it claims to protect. The lesson was brutal and clear: when trust collapses at the top, entire systems fall apart below, leaving ordinary people to pay the highest price. But wait, betrayal was not limited to leaders, because entire cities sometimes turned against themselves under pressure. During medieval sieges, starvation, fear, and exhaustion pushed defenders to make impossible choices, including opening gates to enemies for survival. According to chronicles, one fortified city fell when insiders reportedly betrayed defenses, believing surrender would spare families and homes from destruction. Instead, the betrayal led to widespread suffering, showing how desperate decisions made under fear can backfire in horrific ways. This brings us to another chilling truth: betrayal often feels logical in the moment, yet disastrous in hindsight. As empires expanded, betrayal also traveled across oceans, shaping colonization and global trade in ways rarely taught simply. In the age of exploration, alliances between explorers and local leaders determined life or death, prosperity or collapse for entire regions. Sources suggest some local allies guided foreigners through lands, expecting partnership, only to face enslavement, loss, and cultural destruction. These betrayals were not always intentional, but they show how unequal power turns cooperation into catastrophe. But if you think that is the darkest point, the next story proves betrayal can be planned, patient, and system-wide. In modern times, betrayal moved from blades to documents, contracts, and secret agreements signed far from public eyes. During global conflicts, nations promised freedom and support, while privately planning control, borders, and influence after victory. According to historians, these secret deals sowed long-term instability. Conflicts and resentment still felt today across multiple regions. This reveals how betrayal can wear polite clothes, hiding behind diplomacy while quietly reshaping millions of lives. Before the final revelations, remember this pattern. Betrayal thrives where power, fear, and ambition intersect without accountability. So far, we have seen personal betrayal, political betrayal, and cultural betrayal, each escalating in scale and consequence. But the most savage betrayals are those that pretend to save people while actually sacrificing them. Now brace yourself, because the next story ties all these threads together in a way that changes how you see loyalty itself. The climax begins with a leader trusted as a protector, hailed as a savior, yet reportedly making decisions that abandoned allies when pressure peaked. During a massive conflict, promises of defense were quietly withdrawn, leaving entire groups exposed to retaliation and violence, according to multiple historical accounts. This betrayal was justified as strategy, yet its human cost was devastating, proving cold calculations often ignore real lives behind numbers. Here is the shocking discovery. Systems reward betrayal when consequences are delayed, hidden, or shifted onto powerless people. When leaders escape immediate blame, betrayal becomes a tool, not a taboo, reshaping future decisions everywhere. So what does all this mean for us today, living in a world still built on trust, contracts, and spoken promises? It means betrayal has evolved, moving into corporations, politics, and digital spaces where harm spreads faster than ever before. Short-term, betrayal creates winners and losers, but long-term, it erodes confidence, cooperation, and stability across societies. You feel this when institutions fail, when leaders disappoint, or when systems seem rigged against honesty. The lesson is not paranoia, but awareness. Understanding incentives helps you spot betrayal before it destroys what you value. Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know. Betrayal is rarely done by monsters. Sources suggest betrayers often see themselves as rational, trapped, or even heroic in their own minds. They tell stories that justify actions, proving humans can betray others while believing they are right. This final twist explains why betrayal keeps repeating, because systems rarely challenge the stories betrayers tell themselves. When lies feel logical, betrayal feels necessary, and that is the real danger history warns us about. If this opened your eyes, remember every betrayal here followed the same path: trust, pressure, choice, and irreversible consequence. History does not just record these moments, it offers warnings written in pain, loss, and shattered futures. The next time you see loyalty tested, remember how small decisions once changed the entire world. If you want more true stories that expose hidden forces shaping history, stay with this channel. Like this video if it challenged your thinking today. Subscribe to explore untold moments that textbooks rush past. Share this story with someone who values trust. And tell us in the comments which betrayal shocked you the most and why. Like, subscribe, share.